All right, guys, today is August 22nd. So thank you for taking the time to hop on the call. I really, really appreciate it this morning. I know you guys have all had long weeks. And our topic for today, I know I said I wanted to cover how to storytell on Facebook, and we will cover that a little bit. This chapter in Jab, 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 Right Hook didn't have as many like aha moments for me as the last one. So I'm going to cover some things from that, but really it's just going to be kind of like social media tips, a couple takeaways that I think are really important, not just for new coaches starting out, but I think for all of us to go back and reevaluate. I know I've been in the business for over a year, and I need to go back and reevaluate a couple things and just make sure, my page is appealing, that I can attract people, because it is the first impression they have of you when they go to your blog or your Facebook page, to make sure that they are seeing you and seeing what you kind of have to offer just as a person, not necessarily as a Beachbody coach, but just as a person whenever they come to your page. So first we'll go through some announcements, and then we will go through just some social media tips and how to cover some things. First up, our team calendar. The biggest thing I want you guys to take away from the calendar this week is this right here. On the 24th, we start our 5-day sneak peek. So if you've noticed all this week, some of my jabs have been coaching opportunities, how coaching has affected me. Lisa, I've seen a couple of your coaching posts on your page about what coaching has done for you. If you have some challengers in your challenge group who are rocking it, who are posting, who are commenting, who are just doing fantastic in their challenge group, they want to renew their Shakeology, they're having great results, invite them to this 5-day sneak peek. It's non-commitment. It's just information about what coaching is like on our team, and it will be a great wealth of information for them. If they decide, hey, not yet for coaching, make sure you get them plugged into another challenge group. That is crucial to keep them plugged in to make sure they still get those results. As far as anything else goes, I really just wanted to tell you guys about the sneak peek on the calendar, and that, if you're a brand new coach on the call, in our Coach Basics group, we have a new coach call tomorrow night it says 8 o'clock. I want it to be 8:30, but we're having Matt's lieutenants over for a picnic tomorrow night. It was supposed to be today, and he changed it till tomorrow without telling me until like yesterday. So we are having his friend, or not his subordinates, I guess you could say, I don't know, over on the 23rd. So I will have something for you to listen to. I may pre-record it earlier in that day and post the recording at 8:30 for you to listen to. I'll tell you when I'll be recording it. So if you want to hop on live, you can if you're available. But I'll make sure I have good content posted for you. We're going to be covering how to lead a conversation and how overcoming objections, because you guys started inviting this week and you guys are getting objections and you're getting all of those things. And so we want to talk about how to overcome them, and then just how to lead a conversation to make sure we can close that sale with class and not, burn bridges or anything in the process. So those are the two things I really wanted to bring your attention to. Also, Success Club, you guys are so close, some of you, and you guys can do it. It's been a slow month for me. I've been crazy busy this month. No excuses, but it's been slow for me too. And you'll see when we get to the Success Club board that it's been slow for me too. And you just have to keep pushing and keep going. And when it gets harder, you push harder and you just keep going. You reach your goals no matter what. So let's keep going here. Whoops, wrong way. You guys know our promotions for the month. Play those to your advantage. If you are still sitting at Success Club 4, Success Club, 2, you have no Success Club points. Matt has no Success Club points this month, but he'll get to Success Club 6 in the next 8 days because I will get him there. Or if there's only 30 days to September, so he'll get there in the next 8 days. I know he will. We know that it's possible to go from 0 to Success Club in just a few days. You can do it in 1 day if you need to. We know it's possible. So use these challenge pack promotions to your advantage. 3-day refresh group starts up on Monday. If you have somebody who has the 3-day refresh challenge pack, Shaco, they're more than welcome to be in this group with us. It's going to focus on clean eating. So go back to your objections who were like, I have a great fitness routine already. I get lots of those people who love the gym. And I always say, hey, I love the gym too. Just once I had kids, it just wasn't conducive for me to get to the gym. And whenever I say we also offer a lot of great nutritional aspects in our challenge groups, it's probably just as much emphasis, if not more, in our challenge group on nutrition than fitness. They go, oh, really? And I go, yeah, can I share some more information about what we cover on a fitness or on a nutrition side in our challenge group? And they're very willing to learn more. And also just a great way to get that conversation going with those people is once you send out your initial invite. I have one sitting in my inbox right now. Once I sent that on an initial invite, it was a no. And she said, oh, I'm really good with my own routine for physical fitness. I'm really good about it. No, thank you for the offer. I responded back to her, thank you so much for taking the time to get in touch with me or get back to me. I really appreciate it. And I said, I always love hearing about what other people do to stay in shape. What kind of stuff do you love to do? So it's like, oh, I just want to have a normal conversation with her, because I actually really do like hearing about what people do at the gym, because I kind of miss going to the gym sometimes, because I liked it whenever I was able to do it. I didn't get good results, but I liked going. So just open that wave of conversation up. And then we just start talking about nutrition, and what they could do. And I say, in my challenge groups, we don't just offer a great fitness aspect. It looks like you have that under control, but we do spend a lot of time talking about nutrition. Do you feel like your nutrition is something that you need some help on? Or do you feel like your nutrition is in a good place? And that just opens the door up for communication. So that's one way that I like to overcome the, no thanks, I have a great fitness routine already in place objection. So just use that this week as you're talking to people. And then you can always talk about the 3-day refresh challenge pack. Okay. Announcements, they haven't changed, guys. Beachbody Performance Line, Shakeology Boost, make sure you know about them. BOD, remember, that's a great challenge pack too to pitch to people. For Beachbody On Demand, it's $140. They can stream it anywhere. They've opened up the availabilities for streaming. I know, Amanda, you had asked in your Coach Basics group, is the club membership or Beachbody On Demand beneficial to have as a coach? Yes, it is. It not only qualifies you for leads, and we're going to talk about that in our Coach Basics, and I'll be making some of my YouTube video list to make for how to qualify for leads and why it's important to qualify for leads, what the expectations are and what the benefits are. But yes, it's important for you to have a club membership as a coach. I know as a new coach, you're hesitant. You're like, I've already invested a lot of money in this. I want to make sure it works. But really, you haven't invested that much money. Think about if you started like a Chick-fil-A or something, or a franchise. They invest thousands of dollars to start a business that they have no idea if it's going to work. Where we've invested, $160 in a challenge pack to start this business from scratch that has the same earning potential as having that Subway, Chick-fil-A, whatever the case may be. But we're like, oh, we've invested a lot of money in this. I don't know if I want to invest more. Here's my take on why having Beachbody On Demand and the club membership is beneficial for you as a coach. Number one, since On Demand has been released, which is just since March this past year, the number one reason you should have a club membership as a coach is because you get access to Beachbody On Demand. You get to go in and experience pretty much every single workout that Beachbody has to offer. So you get to go in and you get to experience all the trainers, Shalene, Tony, Shanti, Autumn. You get to experience them, because what if you recommend something like, I love Sean T as a trainer. I can't stand his workouts. I don't like them. I love size. I can't stand like Insanity, T25, those 6 things. They're just not my kind of workouts. And I know that because I've tried his workouts, where I love Tony Horton. I love Autumn because they're just my style of workout. So you as a coach then can say, if you like somebody who's really funny during your workouts and don't mind him talking too much, Tony's the way to go. If you want somebody who's going to be really, really motivational to you while you're working out and really push you to your max level, Sean T is the way to go. So you can actually get a good grip on what Beachbody has to offer by being a club member. So that's going to benefit your business in the long run. Also, it's a great way to promote different products on your page. It's a great way to jab. Like, I love Beachbody On Demand because I just tried a new workout that I never would have had a chance to. My big thing was Turbo Jam has gotten me through my pregnancy. And I never would have tried that program if it wasn't for Beachbody On Demand. So use those things to your advantage. Another great thing for Beachbody On Demand and the club membership is it kind of gives you a reason to Liesel is selling the refresh. It's hard to sell, quote unquote. It's really, people are interested. They want that quick fix right now. And the 3-day refresh is not, it's a quick fix, but then you have to say to them, you're going to have rapid weight loss in 3 days, but this 30-day challenge group is going to help you maintain your results. That's the kicker. The 30-day challenge group is going to help you maintain your results. And Amanda, I'm glad you're signing up for BOD right after this. It is very, very beneficial to your group. So here's how I kind of think about BOD. I think, okay, I've invested $299, not a whole lot of money, but I've put away $40 4 times per year to pay for this membership. I better get my butt to Success Club, because that's one of the qualifications to receive leads. On demand, hitting Success Club. So if I don't hit Success Club, having BOD is kind of a wash as a benefit to my business as opposed to just marketing it. I'm not going to qualify for leads. Does that make sense? How you're kind of putting money into that. So now it gives me another incentive to hit Success Club every single month because I'm paying for it. And it's going to give me something that's going to benefit to help pay for that $299 per week every single month. All right. And you guys know about the new 21-day fix food list in the file section. All right. Exactly, Lisa. That's perfect. The biggest thing, you don't have to commit to a fitness program right now during this busy time. That's a lot of people's thing right now. I don't have time to commit to a 30-minute workout. They're busy. Back to school, mom's going back to school, teachers going back to school. It's a transitional time right now in August and September, but they don't have to commit to a workout program. Workouts are optional. They're encouraged, but they're optional in our group. So definitely, push for that. And just, if you have objections about that, make sure you're just mentioning that as an option for them to use. The group is already created. Get some challengers for it. They don't have to do the 3-day refresh at a set time during our challenge group. They get to pick the 3 days they do it. I just ask that they don't do it during preseason, because preseason we're going to kind of teach them like, hey, here's what the best tips are for how to choose when to do your refresh, those types of things, and how to meal plan and everything. But really, I'm excited about the challenge group that starts on Monday. It's going to be a new curriculum that we'll be able to use month after month after month. And I think it's going to be something that will really be beneficial and helpful to us. And with their 30-day challenge pack, or their 3-day refresh challenge pack, they get 30 days to Beachbody On Demand. So I will be posting a workout every single day in the post about what to try from Beachbody On Demand to help them, to encourage them to go and work out, try a program. And I'll give a short description about what the workout's like, and if they want to go check it out, how to do it. Because then they may keep their Beachbody On Demand, or they may say, I've loved this program, I want to buy it and be in your next challenge group, because now they have time to commit to a fitness program as well. All right. So there is a method behind everything. I promise. There's always a method behind my madness. All right. Sometimes it doesn't work. So we tweak it and revamp it, but sometimes it does. And we're going to see if this actually does work. Remember your different options for Shakeology Home Direct. Matt got his boosts. He got his energy boost and his Power Greens, and he loves them. I am not trying them until after I have this baby, but he absolutely loves them. And I know I've heard great things about the Performance line as well. And one of my coach friends, Gina's nodding her head, yes, she must be trying it and loving it. One of my coaches here in the area, she compared them to some other supplements that she's used. And she said, they don't hurt my stomach. They don't upset me. She's like, they are phenomenal. So that's something too that you can try out. If you have a lot of Shakeology, I would say start with your boosts for your Shake-O. If you have a lot of Shakeology stockpiled up, start with your boosts, get those ordered, and try some of them, because it's just an easy way to be a product of the product. And it's not that we're pushing products on people, but if you, like my husband, Matt, he hates coffee. He's one of the few people at work. Like I told him, it was a work retreat that we went to. There were all his superiors were there pretty much. And people on the same level as him, but they had coffee all day long. Like they had 6 cups of coffee, some of them, within a 2-hour training window at this marriage retreat. I was like, oh my goodness, they're poor insides. That was all I thought. Was all this caffeine. What is it doing to their insides? But Matt's one of the few people without a coffee pot on his desk at work. And they put in long hours. He works 12, 14-hour days every single day. So he puts in long hours and he needs that boost of energy. And he's like, this is fantastic. He's like, it doesn't taste like anything in my shake that I love every day. He said, and it gives me that boost that I need to really get through my day and get things done. So I'm crafting a post for this week to put about that, just to let people know about him trying the boost. And he never gets enough of his vegetables in, so that's why he loves the Power Greens. So it doesn't change the taste of his shake, and he absolutely loves it because it does give him some great boost during the day. Gina just said she's obsessed with the Energize performance line. So I think that's pretty cool too. Okay. So really, don't feel like Shakeology is your only option for Home Direct, especially if you've signed up your spouse or your significant other, which I highly recommend you do. And if you have questions about that, let me know and I'll tell you the benefits why. Lisa and I just talked about that, and she just messaged me yesterday and was like, thank you so much for talking to me how to sign up, Jordan, because it's been so great. So if you have questions on why to sign up your spouse, how to sign up your spouse, let me know. And remember, you don't have to get Shakeology for both of you guys. Matt, this Shake is HD on Boosts. I'm on HD on Shakeology, and we have plenty stocked up that we don't need it every single month for both of us. All right. Team Cup, guys, make sure you're pushing this month, okay? I know that I want some of these prizes, and my cup team is working hard. And Amanda, we can talk about the benefits and how and why for sure. Team Cup is a lot of fun, and let's get there and let's get some cool prizes from Beachbody. Who doesn't want a cool prize? And remember, if you hit Success Club this month, you get a personal development book from me. Because I want you guys to push. I know it's a slow month. I know it's a hard month. So I want you guys to have success. So you guys will get a personal development book from me as well for hitting Success Club. I don't know which one it is. I might give you your choice of personal development book to choose from, or I might give you from a choice of 4 to choose from for your personal development book. But I want you guys to hit Success Club because it's that important in your business every single month to hit it. Here's our leaderboard for August. Liesl, you're at Success Club 12. You're our top Success Club earner of the month so far. So keep it up. And I forgot to put Jordan on here, Liesl. But what's Jordan sitting at now? Is he at 6? Is he at 6? Oh, he's at 8. Great. So we'll just throw him in here, up here at the top. It's so funny. Matt, every time I post our leaderboards with names on it and everything, my in-laws go, we really see Matt's working very hard at his Beachbody business whenever he makes Success Club. It's really funny. That's just something really funny in our family that we always joke about. But anyway, so here's our leaderboard. I'm so proud of you guys. If you're on this board, I'm proud of you. If you're not on this board, I'm proud of you because you guys are still living the lifestyle. You're still posting. You're still jabbing. You're still doing everything you're supposed to do. It's a slow month. And we just have to take that slow month and kick it to the curb, and we just have to keep pushing. So if you're sitting here on this board at 2, 1, if you have 0, you still have 8 days in this month to make it happen. And you can make it happen. I guarantee you can make it happen. Rank advancements. We had 3 emeralds this week, Amanda, Allison, and Jordan. So congratulations, guys, for making emerald. Those are great. And Amanda and Allison, you guys will earn a call. You guys said, well, Lisa, I don't know about the specifics for, since you got it for your spouse. I don't think the call that Melanie is hosting would be beneficial for where you're at in your business right now. Just because you're almost diamond. You're not a brand new emerald right now. Okay. But Amanda and Allison, you guys have made a call with Melanie Mitro. I've already put your names on an email list for her and your picture for making emerald, all those cool things. So you guys should be receiving an email from Melanie about all the specifics about your call with her next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before the Dream Team call. And it's just tips for, okay, you're emerald, now what? How do I work my business? So be on the lookout for that. That was a great little incentive that she did for our Dream Team this month, or this week. So here's what we're going to cover today. It may seem like kind of not that important or not that long or kind of like, well, cool. Social media tips. This is just what I've noticed, and this is personally what I need to go back to and not do. And it's so funny. We do this at the beginning of our business. Your Coach Basics curriculum teaches you to jab constantly. It teaches you about all these things. And then somewhere about 4 months into your business or so, there's like a disconnect. And all of a sudden, we stop doing those things. I think maybe we see other coaches, people stop coming to us, right away because, oh yeah, I want to do that. I want to do this. They stop coming to us. So then we kind of think like, oh, you start to flounder a little bit. And you start to question like, am I okay to do this? Like, am I doing things right? And you are. You just have to go back to basics. And I think Heather Knapp on our team, we talked, and she said exactly this. She said, I was jabbing like crazy at the beginning, and I hit Success Club 24, like her third month in the business. And she's like, and it was just because I was jabbing. I was sharing stories. I was posting when somebody made the commitment to join my challenge group. I was sharing how it was affecting my life. She's like, and I got away from that. She was posting like every single post was a hook instead of a jab. And we know that we need to jab a lot more than we hook based on last week's call. So the first thing I want to cover is your profile picture and your cover photo. And I'll get there, but I want to skip down here to avoid links because I didn't put that in a slide, and I just want to make sure I talk about it and don't forget about it. So Facebook doesn't like to promote other web pages. Imagine, right? They will promote your like page if you tag it in your post because it's still a Facebook oriented thing. But if you're posting, if some of your hooks are all links to other websites, the Beachbody blog, Shape Magazine, just fitness tips in general, Facebook doesn't like that. They're not going to really share another link, a YouTube video. They hate YouTube videos. They're not going to put that in people's news feeds a lot. Also, the algorithms that Facebook uses, and Jab, Right Hook went more into detail about it. But basically what it does is it's based on the interaction with your post, how often it shows up in your friends' news feeds. And we're going to talk about why that's why it's jabbing is so important. The more you have people interact with your post, Facebook is going to recognize that, whether it's by liking, commenting, sharing. Those are interactions, not necessarily post clicks. But liking, commenting, sharing, that's an interaction. That's why it's so important to go back and reply to comments, all those things on your post, because it shows an interaction with that post. That tells Facebook this person has valuable content that people want to interact with. So they're going to make it more interactable. They're going to put it more on people's news feeds. So that's why jabbing is so important. And I'm going to go through an example of a jab and a hook with a completely non-Beachbody related example, and you can kind of see it'll make sense. So avoid the links when you post them, because if you post link every single time, it's not meaningful. But if you jab, and then throw in something, a call to action, then people are going to interact with it because they've interacted with your jabs. And you've told Facebook, people like my content, people like my things. I am a brand, but I'm a person, and people are interacting with me, not just my brand. So when you throw out your brand, when you throw out that hook, Facebook is going to recognize it and allow people to interact with it even more. Even if it's something, a call to action, a link, something, Facebook is going to say, this person is interactable. We're going to throw it up there, whatever it is, and then people will interact with your call to action. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned avoiding links, because that's something that I know. I was like, this is such a great article on the Beachbody blog. I'm going to make sure I post this on my webpage. Here's a tip for it, okay? If you find something a great tip, put it in your own words. You can pull a stock picture from that article and post it as a picture with it, but don't just directly put the link. You may say something, if you want more tips like this, comment below or message me, and then you're able to share the article that way, not just in your post. Does that make sense? All right, so avoid links in your post. So let's take a step back. I just wanted to make sure I covered that. Talk about our profile picture and our cover photo. So here's some great examples. Your profile and your cover photo are your first impression when people come to your page. Your first impression every single time. I need to update mine just because I need to. It's old. I need to update the pictures. I don't have that haircut anymore. I don't have, like Matt's still in my life, but I don't have that haircut anymore. So I need to update it. Do you need to have, this is Val and Melanie, do you need to have professional pictures? Absolutely not. You don't. Val's selfies are in hers. Melanie's are all professional, but she's also the top coach in Beachbody. They should be. You should make a professional impression whenever people come to your page. If you notice on both of these, this is what I love about their two profile cover pictures and cover photos. Val has, we always have like Val Bazo abs 2015. Like that's our always hashtag going on in like our Legacy United Diamonds group, because everybody wants Val's abs. She should be proud of those suckers. She's had 2 kids and she has amazing abs. Like she has that on her page. But take a look at Melanie's. First impression when you look at her page, does it scream Beachbody coach? Does Val scream Beachbody Coach? No. Okay. We don't have 21 Day Fix. We don't have Autumn Calabrese. We don't have all these people. You see them when you look at their cover photos and their profile pictures. You see that they're family oriented, that they're driven. They're beautiful women. That goes without question. But you can see them. It gives you like a sneak peek into their lives. Does that make sense? And I want you guys to also today go and look at their pages. And I want you to look at the description they have in their cover photo. This is something on my to-do list that I need to do. And I'm going to share it with you right now on Facebook. I want you guys to look at the description they have in their cover photos. This is pretty powerful. So I'm going to screen share one more time with you guys on Facebook. We're going to look at Melanie's just because that's who's up here. Take a look at the description they have in their cover photo. She has a complete description of her. She takes this picture and puts it into words. She says, welcome to my page. Thank you for visiting my page. Here's what you can see when you come to my page. Why she does what she does. And maybe this type of the way her voice and how she worded things doesn't fit with your style. You're not a mom, maybe. Find a coach who does. Because all of the top coaches all the elite coaches have something like this in their cover photo. And you can see she updates it often. This was on August 16th. It's not a year old like mine. So she updates it often as her life changes. Okay, let's go to Val's page and you can see Val's. Real quick here. You click on Val's cover photo. Same thing. She has what you can expect to see, a little bit about her story there. Okay? Let's go to Katie Ersta's page. She just is 10-star qualifying this week. Katie Ersta, her profile picture, you see right away, oh, she's a survivor of something. And when we see something like that, odds are it's a cancer survivor. Go to her page. Welcome. Here's her website. Okay, you got something like this. If this is more your style, do it. All right, find a top coach that you really connect with, because you all should be following top coaches. Find a coach that you connect with and that you admire and go check out their page. All right, check out what they're doing and how it works for them. I know this is something that is on my to-do list that I need to make it a priority to get my cover photo redone, get my descriptions there, and make sure I have things going on. Your profile picture, this is important as well. Don't have a picture of a flower here. Don't have a picture of a tiger. Don't have a picture of you with all your sorority sisters. Have a picture of you. Like I said, it does not have to be a professional photographer. Doesn't have to be. Mine isn't. But have something that captures you. It has to be a striking image, something that makes you look good, something that makes you look approachable and personable. I mean, these are beautiful pictures of Val and Melanie. You don't have to have a professional photo for your profile picture, but make sure it's you, and make sure your hair is done. Like right now, I look like a mess. I have bags under my eyes. My hair is all frizzy. I would not post a profile picture right now. Okay, let's be realistic. I just wouldn't do that. Do I look like this 99% of the time? Yes, you got me. I do, but I want you guys. That's not the first impression I want to give people. I don't want to give people this tired mom like look. On my page when they get there for the first time. Selfies, they may see the tired mom look, but my profile picture, they're not going to see that. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're going through your social media. So go back to your page and look. Is my profile picture something that makes me approachable to others? Is my cover photo a glimpse into my life and a glimpse into what they're going to see on my page? Does it add value to their life before they even get there? Okay, not just by the looks, but by the description we talked about to add with it. All right, questions about cover photos and your profile picture. All right, here's a content, your example of a jab, 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 right hook. Remember, this is right from Gary Vaynerchuk. For any jab or hook to have an impact, it has to speak to the consumer and hit his or her emotional center. And this is a direct example from his book. And it is, he said, pretend that you are a marketer for a boot company. All right, something completely unrelated to Beachbody, right? Boot company. First jab, so long 30 Rocks, thanks for a great 7 seasons. This has nothing to do with boots, does it? But he explained that the person who posted this jab did research. He did a poll later or earlier with his market, and he noticed that their favorite TV show was 30 Rock, okay, and that the season finale was coming up. So he made sure that his first jab was about 30 Rock, because guess who's going to respond to that jab? Everybody who loves 30 Rock. They're going to like it. They're going to comment on it. They're going to interact with it. That's what you need to do on Facebook. You need people to interact to get traction. Second jab, a 15-second user guaranteed video of boots, because guess what's getting a whole lot of interaction from all those 30 Rock users? Is 15-second user guaranteed video of boots. Next jab, a 15-second video about rock climbing. Never asking for a sale, never asking to go check out their website, just sharing, just jabbing. He's giving them content, right? He's give, get. He's giving them things. Would you rather wear boots in summer or winter? That's his fourth jab, a pull. Okay? Here's his hook, a coupon to buy your brand of boots. That's his hook. He's going to have more people interacting with that coupon, more people printing it out, more people going to their website and purchasing their boots. So I want to kind of do like an open Q&A here, because I want to go through and I want to do an example for Beachbody now. Given this kind of formula or feedback, so let's say our hook at the end, what we want it to be, we're going to completely end it. So let's kind of think backwards. Our hook, because that's what we want it, right? We want a hook at the end. We want success. That's our main goal as a Beachbody coach, is we want people to be in our challenge group, right? So our hook is going to be a call to action to join our challenge group. Okay, so let's think of some jabs. Remember, really, it's like basic to complex. Build it as you go. So intro, more specific, call to action. So let's think about some jabs together. So who wants to volunteer? You can just unmute yourself for what would be a good jab to start with, just to kind of figure out your market. So think, before you think about this jab, think about what you're doing even before that. What you want to figure. Remember, he did a poll. What's your favorite TV show? 30 Rock. He found out everything about it. Maybe you know your market already, so you know exactly what you can post to get that interaction. What do you guys think? Any ideas? I'll give you some thought time. You know, those kind of like out of the blue that we're going to have like group participation. But anything to contribute? I can start us off too if you guys don't have anything. Okay, ready? I know my market. It's young professionals, young moms. So my first jab may be about how kids make more chores for you. So my daughter always creates more work for me. Anyone relate? And I may share an example or a picture with Charlie, you know, pulling things out of the cupboard as I'm mopping the floor, you know, because that happens all the time. So that would be a good jab. All right. Next, I may do something. What could I do next to kind of build off of that? I've already piqued the interest of my market. What else could I do? What do you think? What's another jab? Anybody? Guys, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing my teachable moment. I know it's early. Believe me, I know it's early. Could I put something on there like, so now that I have that everybody can relate to my daughter doing this, could I put something in here that makes my life easier? Right? Like, thank goodness for meal planning, because we were wandering around like crazy and I got home and knew exactly what I was having for dinner, right? Could I do that? So we have meal planning, how it's helped me, just filtered right into my life. So I could do something about meal planning, how it saves me time. Whoop. Right? What else could I do here to get another jab in before I give my call to action? Think about the aspects of a challenge group: workouts, coaching, accountability. What could be another jab? Deborah, you unmuted. Yes.
Clean eating. You post a lot of pictures about Charlie and her easy willingness to eat healthy.
Exactly. So offering your kids variety. Maybe I'll, you know what, better yet, I'll do a 15-second clip of Charlie Challenge Shakeology. She loves it. Okay. What else could we do? Gita, you unmuted.
Yeah, I put in the comments, just utilizing the at-home workouts. I used to be a gym person, and I spent like 2.5 hours there, and like the trip there and back was another half hour. So being a busy mom, like you could utilize, you can get your workout done during their nap time, or go outside and work out.
Exactly. So my next one might be a video or just talking about my in-home workout and how I'm able to get it done. All right. Remember, never asking them for anything, just sharing. My hook, a call to action to join my next challenge group. All right. So do you see how you kind of have to think backwards? So you're like, all right, I know on Sunday night, I have a challenge group starting on the 24th. I know on Sunday night, I am going to post my all call to join my challenge group. So I need to put my jabs all through the week about that challenge group at how I'm going to get people to come to that. So for me personally, this challenge group coming up is all about the 3-day refresh. So I may pull up my results pictures from the 3-day refresh. I may talk about meal planning because that's a huge component of 3-day refresh and clean eating. Charlie drinking Shakeology, me drinking Shakeology, Matt drinking Shakeology, how it's a family affair in our house. A video talking about the in-home workout. But guess what? I'm not going to talk about 21 Day Fix using on my TV. I'm going to talk about Beachbody On Demand because that's what they're going to get with their challenge pack. Okay? That's what we're going to be utilizing in our challenge group. So do you see how you go from very broad to specific? And remember, if you're seamlessly placing your jabs in people's content in their news feed, it's going to not annoy them when you throw out this hook. But if you're constantly throwing hooks, that's going to get really annoying. Think about how many hooks you see on a daily basis when you go on your Facebook page from other marketers, from other people trying to do what we do. Not necessarily Beachbody, just other types of companies. Don't they get annoying? Don't they get really annoying when you see them? If I could put in one more Jamberry group, I swear. No, I like their product, but seriously. But jab seamlessly and then hook occasionally. Does that make sense? Jab seamlessly, hook occasionally. And those hooks will blend right in seamlessly, and you'll never have to worry about offending anybody. And if you do, who cares? They can unfollow you. They can unfriend you. All right. And I've told people, hey, thank you for your opinion, but your opinions don't pay my bills. And you are more than welcome to unfollow me. Here's how you do it. You unclick the unfollow button right at the top of my profile picture, and that's that. Okay? Take the high road. It's never crowded. All right? But make sure you're jabbing. Make sure you're hooking. All right? Did this help you guys to kind of plan out your posts? I want you guys to think of your end goal first. Challenge group, right? We want people to buy a challenge pack from us. We want people to be in our challenge group. We want people to coach on our team. Same thing goes for your coaching. Maybe your call to action is you want coaches to join your team. So you're going to tell them all the benefits with your jabs about coaching in your life. You're never going to ask them one time to come join you until you throw out that hook, because you want them to see what it's like first before they have to make a commitment, before you give them a call to action. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, next one. Questions to ask when creating Facebook micro content. This is right from Jab, 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 Right Hook. Remember that micro content is that smaller content about your bigger thing. So our big thing is Beachbody, right? So our micro content are all the jabs, all the things that give them information about our bigger content. So I want you to think about this stuff as you're going through. Is the text too long? Is it provocative, entertaining, or surprising? Is the photo striking and high quality? Is the logo visible? If you notice on all of my shout outs for our team, I have my Classically Fit logo that I made in PicMonkey. It's not anything fancy, but it's on all of my images that I put out there. Get something that is your logo. I know it doesn't have to be Classically Fit. You can name your team whatever you want. You don't need a team of coaches to have a team name. You can have it be whatever you want. Maybe, for the longest time, my logo was just my blog, a link to my blog, making sure I watermark my photos that way. You can change that. Remember, you're building a brand, and you want people to know your brand as well as you. Have we chosen the right format for the post? So have we chosen the right type of picture to put out there? Have we chosen the right take no links, those types of things. Is the call to action in the right place? Meaning, have you precursed it with a whole bunch of jabs first? Is this interesting in any way to anyone? All right, for real. Is it 100% genuine? Would it make you want to learn more about it, or would you want to keep scrolling? Okay. Are we asking too much of the person consuming the content? Okay. Are we asking them for too much? Are we hooking them too often? Does that make sense? Are we asking of them too much? All right. So I want you guys to, this is our last slide. I didn't have time to type up our call to action slide, but I'll share them with you verbally. So your call to actions today. I want you guys to go and look at your Facebook page, just like I had you do last week, but I want you to reevaluate, because you should have had a week long of jabbing and not hooking, right? I want you to go back and reevaluate your jabs. Are they jabs? And I noticed this week there were a lot more jabs coming from our team than there had been in the past. So now I want you to take and reevaluate your business. Did you get a couple Success Club points this week as opposed to last week you didn't? Are you jabbing instead of hooking constantly? I want you to go look at your profile picture. Is it a picture of you? Is it something that gives a good first impression? Your cover photo, is that giving a good impression as well? When people go to visit your profile, they should be able to tell what workout you're doing. All right. If you look at mine, you can't tell what workout I'm doing because I've been lazy these past few days. So you can't tell what workout I've been doing. I guarantee you. But I know I have this weekend on the agenda is to get a workout in. Okay. So make sure you do that too. Go back and reevaluate everything. Make sure you're planning out your posts. Have your end result in mind and then plan your post accordingly, and then sprinkle your life in the middle. Does that make sense? How we jabbed and we planned out, what do I want my hook to be? Because that can kind of shape your entire week's worth of posts. Okay? Any questions for me about anything at all? Non what we talked about today or what we talked about today?
I have a question, but it's more about the boosts. I've been looking for it and I haven't really seen an answer, so I wasn't sure if you heard. You know how we can control our Shakeout HD through our account? Do you know if they're adding that for like the boosts and the supplements?
I would think they're going to eventually. I would hope so, just to make it easier on Coach Relations. I think they're so new that they won't do that, but you can modify that by chatting. You don't have to call them. So like I modified Match just by chatting. I didn't do anything with, I ordered it and then I canceled his HD Shakeout via live chat just because I can be doing something else while I'm live chatting with them. So that's just, they don't have like a form or anything.
Okay.
Yes, Liesel, that's fine. And we may split that up. We have our August 31st group that's mainly for new coaches. We may split that up if it gets too big and do 2 separate groups. So Liesel, if you have a couple challengers in there, you and I may take the reins and lead 2 different groups. Okay. We'll just see how many challengers we have for it. And then if we have people on our bigger team on Classically Fit who have just 1 challenger, they can hop in and it's not too overwhelming for them. Okay. Any other questions? All right, well, I won't keep you guys. I know I need to hop on another call here in about 10 minutes, so I will keep you guys no longer. I'll let you get back to your Saturday. Thank you for getting up early and hopping on the call. I appreciate it. And make sure that you're jabbing this week, not hooking. Or, well, throw out a hook. If you've been jabbing all week, make sure you get that hook up there to get people to, your call to action. Okay? So have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, post in our group. Shoot me over a message. You guys know that. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.